Kaptırıyor topu. Ali Tanrı'dan çok süratli. Ali orta yapacak. Sert orta. Sert orta.
Welcome everyone back to another Maestro Game production. Welcome back to beautiful Bursa, where we are of course hosting Gençlerbirliği. I've probably completely butchered that name, but that's probably as close as I'm ever going to get to saying it. And well, the boys are back in town. We have Berber of course coming with them, and I forgot, Barak Kapakak is also on their team, so the return of the winger. He's an amazing winger. We wish we could get him back, but unfortunately he's valued at about 5 million. And, well, they've managed to get over their struggles. They've started the season losing the first 5 games, but in their previous one, they picked up a draw. So they are 1 point from 6. You know what that means. They're going to come here and probably smash us 5-0. So we have a couple of games to catch up on, of course, before we crack on with that one. So without further ado, let's hop into Football Manager 21 and get on with today's episode. Okay, so as you can see in the first episode, we hosted Denizlispor. And it was a quick one. As you can see, Kurt went and slotted away the penalty. Yes, that is right. Sinan Kurt came on and got himself a goal. That is because Mehmet, he was getting a little tired. As you can see, Mehmet got a 7.2 in that game. He was getting a bit tired. The guys around him were just doing nothing up front. It was 0-0. So we took Aaron off, we took Kun off, we took Mad off, we took Mehmet off. I think we just basically swapped that entire 4, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong. There might be one of them which didn't go. Let's just double check that one. Alright, Demir came on there, Kurt came on there, Anal up front. And okay, did we only do a triple sub? We must have took Aaron off. There's no way we didn't take... Oh, Milinkovic. Milinkovic came on that side. So yeah, we swapped those 4 out. Managed to go and get a goal from the penalty after putting a bit of pressure on their back line. And it was lovely to see. As you can see, the team performed pretty admirably. It's just up front, we was doing absolutely nothing. You'll find this trend. We're struggling for wingers this season. Our wingers are just not performing like they should be. So, Zubzuk, he got a 7.3 in goal. The Mailman got a 7.4 at the back. Kubile with a 7.3, 7.5 for Obilor, and 6.7 for Lassen. Then in central midfield, we have Shirok on a 7.1, Emrehan with a 6.8, 7.2, like I said, for Mehmet, 6.1 for Aaron, that is really disappointing. Kun with a 6.5, again, really disappointing, and Matt with a 6.6, which is also very disappointing. Now, Anal came on, did a great job, got a 6.7, Kat with a 7.1, and Demir with a 6.7 respectively, and of course Milinkovic, who I keep forgetting, with his 6.5. Now, as you can see, 7 shots to 5 in the end, 2 on target to their 2, 1.24 XG to 0.38, 5 corners to 11, 12 fouls to 14, 1 yellow card to 0, 88% passing to 82, 58% possession to 42. We had the higher XG, we had the higher shots. It was just generally the better team. It just was a very close game, and we managed to get ahead like we should. So that was nice to see. Who got the player of the match? That is the real question. Did anyone on their team perform well? No, not really. They was rather disappointing. So, oh, they have Pantilimon on their bench. Okay, that's a new one. Did he have anyone else interesting on this bench? I didn't realise he had Pantilimon. I think Pantilimon did play last time, though, if I remember correctly. Pantilimon did start, so they must have got this Mohammed guy. Let's have a little look at Mohammed. Mohammed, 25-year-old Turkish. They bought him for 155 grand. Interesting. And he didn't play in the season before. Probably not the smartest bit of business. He was actually with us. We sent him out on loan to League 1. Well, second tier. And then they've bought him off a team who haven't used him for a couple of seasons. Doesn't seem like the smartest idea, but that's the first game. How do we crack on in that second? Well, Matthew, after that first game, we swapped out the wingers for our away game against Gaziantep. And as you can see, Milinkovic with a beautiful goal, 27 minutes in. It was a bit messy, the build-up, but Milinkovic's effort was beautiful. Now, the mailman whips in yet another one, and it's a lovely header. The header, of course, coming in from Mad in the end. Now, we did let up. 93rd minute, we let one slip in, but it was a comfortable victory in the end. We was playing the newly promoted side, in fact, the champions of the division below, and we managed to win. So they've actually been on quite the cracking start, I believe. They started off 13th in the league, I want to say, when we versed them. They was having a solid season. Not as solid as you'll see with ours, though. Ours has been absolutely beautiful. But enough looking at their team. We want to look at ours. Look at all that green. Now, there was a couple of disappointing performers, especially on this right-hand side. But Zubzuk got a 7.3, 7.6 for the Millman, 7.3 for Kubile, 7 for Obilor, 6.5 and 6.5 for Gerkan and Lassen, the disappointing players in the lineup. Emrehan got 6.8, Shrok with a 7, 6.9 for Mehmet, 7.4 for Milinkovic and 7.1 for Mads. As you can see, like I said, we swapped out both our wingers, but we're bringing the backups. The backups were performing much better than the starters, so we had to drop both of them because, as you know, we need to have someone who's Turkish, so we need to have Gerkan or Eren if we're going to do the wingers. So we went with Gerkan and Milinkovic. Ideally, I would probably go like Milinkovic, swap to this side and bring on Eren, even though Eren's struggling. But this is the duo we went for in this game, and it worked out very well, and we're probably going to stick with it. So this is the lineup. Mad's got a 7.1, and coming off the bench, Yildirim, he came in for last in a couple of reasons. As you can see, he was on 6.5, he was also on a yellow card, and just looked like he was going to get sent off. So Musin came in, got himself a yellow card, in fact, I believe. Yeah, he got a yellow card himself. We then have Umar, he came on for the Millman. The Millman took a knock. Wasn't out drastic, I don't think, but the Millman needed to come off, so we took the Millman off, brought on Omar. We then have Kun, he came on for Gerkan. Like I said, he was having a similar game to Lassen where he was struggling, so brought him on. Again, 6.4, very disappointing. And Sinan Kert came on, 6.6, gave him an opportunity to perform in this game, and he didn't do anything. So that's why you're the backup now, Kert. And we've got Memen Ozkan up here, with Sharok filling in the hole that he left. So we had... Sorry, they had 14 shots. We had 6. They had 7 on target. We had 4. You could argue they were the better team, but to be honest, their shots, they weren't great. They passed them to our goalkeeper, a lot of them shots. So that XG is quite flattering on their part. They got a 1.47 XG to our 0.33. 11 corners to our 1. 7 fouls to our 13. 0 yellow cards to our 3. 82% passing to our 88. 48% possession to our 52. So that is the roundup of the games. Let's get on to the briefing room and crack on with today's game. Okay everyone, welcome to the tactical meeting room. It is of course game time, and it's time to see what our assistant manager has to suggest. So we're skipping over these first 4 boxes. Opponent instructions. These are what he would like us to do, so we're going to go for it. Like I said, we're going to trust our assistant manager in that department. We're going to go to the team sheet. As you can see, I'm not going to swap this out. I like these 2 wingers. They're performing, so we're not bringing on the others. So we're going to go with Zubzuk in goal, the Mailman, Kubile, Oblor and Lassen at the back. In central midfield, Sharok and Emrehan. In attacking mid on left-hand side is Milinkovic, Mehmet Ozkan in central attacking, and Gerkan on the right. And of course the Madman up front. So that is our starting lineup. This time we do have Omar on the bench. As you might have noticed in previous ones, Schmelzer has dropped to that third choice for Omar, because Omar does fit the wing back role much better. He doesn't have to sit back. So Omar's on the bench. He's joined by Atberk, of course, Musin, Ahmet, Seydat, Volkan, Eren, Kun, Sinan and Anal, because we all love a little bit of anal. So without further ado, let's head on in, submit the team sheet. As you can see, we were on a positive mentality, and that's gone down pretty well. Everyone is loving it, apart from Kun, who is the team instructions. Much higher press intensity does not suit his stamina. Well, work on your stamina. That's quite simple. In fact, I should put his training to work on his stamina. So I might do that at some point. But as you can see, the opposition instructions has gone down well. Barak Kapak, of course, coming back against us. He is well and truly isolated out of this game, hopefully. As you can see, the staff, I think we should tell the players to not hold back when tackling Kapkak. Okay. I like the staff's approach. go break our previous player's legs, make him regret leaving us, I guess, I have instructed our players to make this change. Interesting. So, Jason, I'm going to blame you if one of our players gets sent off. That's quite simple. So, they have Kapakak, I believe, starting. Yes, Kapakak is starting. Do we see Berber on the bench? I don't think Berber has even made the bench. Wow. Wow. So Berber is not back. It's only going to be Kapakak who is back. They do have their own Friday, though. Fred Friday. He is a striker, though, I believe, when I looked. So we do have Friday versus Friday, but you got to get down on our Friday, because our Friday is much better than theirs. But enough rambling. Let's get into the dressing room. We should be winning this one fairly comfortably. Play your own game and you'll win. Exactly. So, hands on hips. Play your own game. Let's get out the tunnel. How important has the strong team spirit at Bursaspor been to the form? There's real vibrancy and togetherness around the group. It's amazing. We're in a great place right now, and we're all working extremely hard to ensure it stays that way. Yes, exactly. They've been widely tipped struggle to avoid relegation. Can you see them surviving? Considering they've got 1 point in 6 games, probably not. I think they'll surprise a lot of people. It might go down to the wire, and there needs to be a look. I'm struggling to work out quite how they do it, unfortunately. They just don't look strong enough. This is where they beat us 5-0 now. They're going to make us regret that. I'm going to say they don't look strong enough, and now they're going to bang like 5 goals in against us. But we have to say it. It's the most logical one of the options, surely. Weirdly, I don't know where that win is. I guess that was in a cup. But yes, we are flying high, as you can see. 12 points from 6 games. We can get up to 2nd place if we win this one. So that would be nice. Although, as you can see, Fenerbahce is in a league of their own. Fenerbahce is flying away. Look at this. 7 games in, you already have a 7-point gap on Galatasaray. Like, Fenerbahce is literally in a league of their own right now. So, like I said, if we can win, we'll go up to 15 points. We'll be above Galatasaray. Galatasaray dropped points. They drew against Akhisarspor, I believe. So that was an interesting result to see pop up. But we want to focus on our game, including the mailman collecting this ball on the left-hand side. Plays it up, does not get dispossessed by Bracken, makes a run of his own down the left-hand side. Can Shirok find him? No, he's going to find Milinkovic, in fact. Pull it back. Yes, mailman, whip one in. Come on, Mad. Oh, lovely goal by Mad. That was a beautiful team effort. 4 minutes into today's game. Lovely to see. Lovely build-up down that left-hand side. We got on the overlap behind Barak. Barak could not do anything about it. Ball over the top. Milinkovic gets it. Pulls it back for the mailman. Whips one in. The madman hops into the air. Nods it across face a goal into the top right-hand corner. So, let's skip that and crack on. 4 minutes in, we have a goal, ladies and gents. 4 minutes in. And I've not put my cloth down, so it's making it kind of awkward to put my drink down without banging on the microphone. So I apologise for that one. I have just moved my cloth though, one-handed, in position to place my cup next to my keyboard. So Zubzuk plays it short to Obilor. Obilor holds up possession nicely. Will he get anything built up? Plays it over to the left-hand side where Milinkovic had the mailman on the overlap. He's going to cut inside in his own though. He has Mad in support. Mehmet on his left. Plays it over to Mehmet. Mehmet does not use the mailman on the left and goes over to Gekang on the right, who just runs into the polo mat. But Obilor collects it on the halfway line. Over to Kublai now. Shrock holding up the ball nicely. Gets it to Mad. We've got Mailman over here on the left-hand side. Plays it through to Milinkovic. Can he whip one across? Plays it back for Mailman. The Mailman and Milinkovic linking up yet again. What a beautiful effort from the Mailman. He has delivered with a beautiful strike into that right-hand side of the goal. Let's have another look at this one. So the Mailman plays it through to Milinkovic. Milinkovic gets double team. Plays it back to the Mailman. Acres of space. I lie. It wasn't in the right. It was on the left. Went straight past the goalkeeper. I didn't expect him to get beat at the near post like that, but he did. He didn't even attempt to dive for it. He's paid the price. We are 2-0 up, and it looks like it's going to be 2-0 going into half-time because we're pretty near the half-time. In fact, it is half-time. So, they have had an impressive 0 XG. Yes, 0 shots, 0 on target, no XG, 1 corner, 4 fouls, 0 yellow cards, 88% passing and 47% possession. Us, on the other hand, we've had 2 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals, 0.15 XG, 5 corners, 7 fouls, 0 yellow cards, 87% passing and 53% possession. We have been clinical and it's beautiful to see. So, you've been playing well, but there's still room for improvement. You know what? I like that, Jason. I like that approach. There's still room for improvement. You're having an amazing time. 7.9 for the mailman. That is beautiful. Mad on 7.2. I don't think... Okay, Gerkan's on 6.4. We've got a 6.6 and a 6.6 here in our central midfield. And Kubale's on 6.6. But besides that triangle and Demir on the right-hand side, we've been having a fantastic game. I don't want to mess up that left-hand side. I know that for sure. Milinkovic and the mailman are linking up amazingly. But Ika, or Ilka, I don't know exactly how that's pronounced. But Barat gets it up to Ersi. Ersi now gets it past Slassen. And the guy whose name, of course, I can't pronounce has played a through ball. And they've slotted in the bottom right-hand side. Barat has gone and pulled them one back. Come on, lads, focus up. I know we're 2-0 up, but you can't be letting this one slip. That's not what we like to see. Okay, Demir is having a bad game. He's on 6.3 now. We can't leave him on with that sort of performance. The problem is, who do we bring on? I don't want to move Milinkovic, the way he's been playing, over to this right-hand side. I can't bring him on because of the... Oh, yes, we can. What we'll do is we'll go Yildirim, Kun. So then we'll get our extra Turkish player on there, so we can get another foreign player on here. Swap out the right-hand side. Don't have to mess around with this beautiful left-hand side, which has been linking up perfectly through this first half. Our central midfield is struggling a little bit, so what we're going to do is we'll bring Sinan for Shirok. Mehmet can drop back there, because we know Mehmet can do a good job in that role. And then, do we stick with Adegan for now? I think we stick with Adegan for now. I think if we get another one, we'll bring on Volkan, give Volkan a bit of game time. I don't want to risk swapping out our central midfield completely in this game. So, we're going to leave him for a little bit. Hopefully he can pick things up. What we're going to do, we're going to demand more. It's probably a risky move, but we're going to do it. And it's not worked great. It's not worked badly, but it's not worked great. Zubzuk gets it to Obilor. Now Emrihan tries the ball over to the left-hand side. Kun has made a lovely run. Got past the polo mat. Can he get any further though? Plays over to the left-hand side where Milinkovic will collect. I've just noticed Sinan has picked up a knock. Milinkovic, lovely fight to get the ball back. Gets it into Mad, who gets us a third. That has surely sealed the game. 3-1, ladies and gents. Mad with his 5th goal of the season. Lovely fight there from Milinkovic to win the ball back after losing it. Look, bad touch. Gives it away, but he wins it back. Plays it into Mad, who slots it in the bottom left-hand side of the goal. And that is 3-1. So, the mailman up to an 8. Yes, 8 rating for the mailman. Sinan took a bit of a knock at 6.6. He's looking okay on his condition, though, weirdly. Milinkovic looking a bit tired. Mad's looking a bit tired. Now central midfield is also looking a bit tired. So we are going to swap some people out. Sinan, you're going to have to hold out. Emrihan, we have a game in a few days' time. This is a Saturday game, I believe. We have a Wednesday game. So we are going to swap some players out just to rest up players for the upcoming game. So our playmaker, who is a vital part of the attack, we're going to swap him out now. We have given the ball away. Milinkovic, you need to stop doing that. I know you did a lovely effort to win the ball back and get us that third goal, but you can't be just giving them the ball back. Especially when they have Barak, who can whip it in at the back post. That was a close one. That was a very close opportunity for them to score, and they squandered it. And I'm happy to see that. So, as you can see, Milinkovic getting pretty darn tired now. So, Milinkovic, we are risking this here. 9 minutes left. 2 people on a yellow card. 1 with a knock. We have used our last substitution on getting Milinkovic off and rested. But I hope we're going to be okay. I hope we can hold out. Otherwise, we're playing with 10 men. Maybe 9. Or maybe even 8. If all 3 of them go down. But I think we're going to hold out. We have. Good. It was risky, but it paid off. And that's all that matters. We got the result. So, in the end, it was 6 shots to their 4, 5 on target to their 1, 0.57 XG to their 0.56. They picked it up in the end from that absolute 0 in the first half. 10 corners to 4, 12 fouls to 12, 3 yellow cards to 0 yellow cards, 86% passing to 80%, 56% possession to 44. Now, as you can see, Zubzuk got a 6.8. The Millman, the best performer on the pitch, got a 7.9 in the end. Unfortunately, couldn't get that 8. 6.8 for Kublai, 7.3 for Obalor, 6.6 for Musin, 6.8 for Mehmet, 6.5 for Volkan. That is disappointing, although he wasn't on very long. Aaron wasn't on long enough to get a rating. 6.5 for Sinan. He took a knock. I can't be too harsh on him for that. Kun got a 6.5. I can be harsh on him, though. He's been disappointing. And a 7.9 for Mad. As you can see from the substitutes, Lassen got 6.7, 6.9 for Erdogan, 7.6 for Milinkovic. Him and Mailman today ripped him to shreds. Demir with a 6.3, very disappointing. Trok with a 6.6. So, solid game in the end. We are going to head to the dressing room and tell the lads exactly that. I'm very pleased with the results and your performance. That was nice to see. Omar has gone and got complacent. He does realise we do have a fair choice left back, right? Because I could just completely drop him. So, how pleased are you with that win? I saw plenty of good things out there and we were excellent throughout. Deserve this win. I'm so proud of the team. Exactly. We fought to the very final whistle and we are now second in the league. And we have some winnable games coming up, to be fair. We have Kia Sport in the mid-week game, so that is winnable. So we could cement ourselves up in second. I don't see it staying second, but it does put us in good stead for my aim of getting in this top half this season. And I don't know. Can we dream of Europe? Maybe. Maybe we can dream of Europe. But I'm not going to go that far quite yet. Sinan Ket, though, thigh strain, 4 to 7 weeks. 4 to 5 with a physio. 6 to 7 weeks if we inject him. We're just going to leave him to the physio. Bursaspor, of course, get £246,000. And that takes our profit to 743,837 in the red. So give it 4 or 5 games and we should be in profit for the season. Like I said, 2.6 million guaranteed for next year. 50% sell on until we get another 27 million in the door, which that's going to be a good while, couple of seasons. Heck, we might finish this series before we end up breaking that. But thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a lovely night and goodbye.